All right, well done. Bringing this video to you as promised, and the new .com way of doing business. Okay, this is because a lot of you asked me, how can we get into this online business in a less risky format? Okay, how do we get people to buy our products and all of that? Because I've already told you that you don't sell instantly to clients. No, there's a new way of doing it. All right, so I've come in to show you the exact way of doing business, the new way. There's the old way, right? How you've been doing it before that hasn't worked. This is the new way, and this is less riskier. It will provide you better results and more sales. So what's inside, so you know what we are doing and we don't waste too much of our time. I'm going to show you the old frustrating way of doing business and this new smarter way to do business now. And I'm going to show you how to know your ideal customers and discover what they want. And I'm going to show you how to build a list of hungry buyers who will be they'll be waiting like this for your product. They just want you to bring it so they can buy. Then I'm going to show you how to follow them up and sell easily to them. See, when the people are hungry, you don't just throw the product at them like that. No, you have to follow them up. Let them know what they are buying first. You position yourself as an authority when you do that. Then the very simple tools you can use to get started. All right. So you may be asking, where is Chisom's Benz? You know, a lot of internet marketers they try to do their presentation. The first thing they show you is a video of them in their Lamborghini, in their Range Rover Sport. Yeah, that's cool, right? But if you're looking for a Benz, you may be disappointed. Not really because I can't get it, right? But the truth is, not like the normal internet gurus who just tell you much about their figures just to vote you to buy. You understand? They just brag just to, make you buy because people love to see things that are good. Yeah, it's very, very nice. But I've told myself that I will only brag about wealth when I've made my first $4 million online, okay? So it's at that time I'll start doing those kind of videos. But for now, let me concentrate on you because I know that the online marketing thing works and is really, really profitable, right? And this is not one motivational speech, I don't have time for that, right? But I'm showing you something that you can implement right away and see that it works. All right, so are you ready? Well, just for the new guys that just joined in the webinar, you may want to know who is this young guy talking. Well, my name is Chisom. A young marketing engineer, right? So I call myself marketing engineer because I was an engineer by training, but I decided to come into marketing because I knew that without sales, an engineer will not even see what to engineer in the first place. All right, so sales comes first and marketing is the main thing in every business. I'm quite in my mid-20s and I teach business, I do business, I do sales, I teach sales, and I learn sales every day, right? So I run a digital marketing agency where we help people market on a large scale, help them get traffic, help them also build customer lists for their business, and also give them simple insights on how to retain their customers and sell more and make more revenue in the long run, right? So that's just about me. Now let me just tell you that this business model is not a make money quick thing. So if you're thinking this is one of those things that you put in ₦1 today and you're getting ₦2 tomorrow, I'm afraid this is not your own thing. You may just want to close this video and go and do something else. This is not just those random click to share something where they say click here to get stuff. I don't do that. And this is not betting, this is not Ponzi scheme, and this is not crypto coin, right? Crypto coin, I know they are not bad, but I don't do that, right? I sell. So, and this is not Forex too. This is what my online business is not at all. So what do I do in my own business? It's simple. I either sell a product or render a service. So it's simple. I sell a product that you can trace, a product that is usable, a product that solves a problem, and I also render services that add value, that can be traced, that are substantial, and that are used by people, right? Predictable business model. And these are my tools, all right? I don't fancy a big office or a big lounge. No, these are just the major tools that anyone can use to get into an online business. A Facebook page, and you have that, an Instagram page, a YouTube account, laptop, internet, and email. With this, if you have this already, you should be a business person on the internet, right? So back to the main problem, the old, risky, frustrating way of doing business, right? Now, a lot of guys put the cart before the horse. This is a very foolish thing to do. The horse is supposed to pull the cart, but rather they put the cart in front to pull the horse. This is exactly what most business people do. They don't know that the horse is the market. The market drives you, right? So you give the market what they want, not what you feel they want. And so this is one of the big mistakes they do. A lot of guys will spend a lot of money buying products and developing services you think will sell. It happens. Well, you just hear, okay, a lot of people are selling human hair. You can buy human hair and fill up your shop, and before you know, you're running, begging everyone, buy my hair. Your WhatsApp status is full, buy, full of buy. That's crazy. That's a risky way. You want to spend money, and most times 95% of businesses that start that way fail with less than 1 year of startup. And the hardest job is looking for buyers. Looking for buyers for products will be very hard. If you think it's easy, check out marketers for banks, marketers for even telecoms. See how they beg you just to register yourself. Even what you don't want, they want to shove it over your nose. It's very hard. And one of the most frustrating business experiences when you don't have enough buyers and you have very low sales. It's very, very frustrating, right? In fact, it's going to make you have sleepless nights. It's going to make you feel so bad. And kicking the bucket finally, when your business has very little or no income, and yet your expenses are increasing, you're paying more rent, you're running the generator, you're eating, you're still having to fuel one or two things, man, it's going to pack up, and that is not just good for business. So that is just the old frustrating way, and I know a lot of you are still doing that, but I'm going to shock you. I'll tell you the new way to do it, right? But before I tell you, let me just tell you my own bittersweet story. I call it bittersweet story because what you've been doing, if you've been doing this, putting the cart before the horse, now, going out about begging for clients. I've been in your shoes before until I had a rethink, right? So let me just tell you about myself. I started my business when I graduated in 2013, maybe today or actually back. So I did this. So I started as a graphic designer, started this media outfit. I'll help you have an event, I run everything, the graphics, the flyers, the programs, the banners, everything. I'll cover all of it. So fast it's print media. Yeah, before you know, I expanded up to, video coverage, live streaming, and in 2015 I was able to register this business officially. I was still another graduate in my final year then, and I leveled up, right? So business was good, the economy was quite good that time. A lot of contracts, a lot of events were coming up, so I was doing it, and my men were there, so it was easy to do business, yeah, because my men was there. But something happened early into 2016, things were not too rosy like that, after that election that happened, as things happened, if you're in Nigeria, you understand. After that 2015 election, in less than 4 months, the whole country took another shape. You can't tell. So early into 2016, I had one motivational speaker say, and that was when I was just in my youth service, just the first 2-3 months of my youth service. So the motivation was screaming, saying all around, your business should not just depend on contracts and services. Get products and sell. Okay, get products and sell. Well, I said, let me sell. I took up a lot of products, computer parts and wares, and stocked up. I thought I was going to sell. Man, my business went insanely broke because of low sales. You know why? The small money I had, I've used it to go and stock and buy parts, and no sale. At that time, I got frustrated and I lost my confidence. I was like, well, I'm out of this thing, I'm not doing again, okay? But I know, is this your own story? If I go, is this what is really happening to you? You've stocked up, you have a lot of products in your shelf, you're a service person, you have a lot of raw materials, you're just waiting to get it started, and it's as if no way, I mean, no way. Or you're a service person, you've gone for all the trainings, in fact, you go to all the trainings, you recertify, and you're still struggling. Is this your own story? Well, let me just tell you what changed. I met a mentor who changed everything for me. He just asked me one simple but very deep question. We stayed in an open roof hotel, like just a lounge up, and he asked me, would you like to get a product and beg people to buy, or will you prefer to sell to a starving crowd who are queuing up and waiting for your product because they want it so bad? Now, he changed it for me, right? I got another way to think about it. So there are two ways. I allow myself to drive the market, which is impossible. You can't drive the market except to a very big brand, or I allow the markets to drive it, you understand, and enjoy the cruise. But I found out that, look, the second option is better. Selling to a starving crowd will win anytime, any day. Just like you have in the entire sports ground, you know, everybody is hot and sweaty. The ice cream guy does not struggle to sell. Reason being, the market just needs it. They are starving for it, and it's not going to be out of sale, right? So, but these secrets, I'm going to tell you now. All the big brands used to sell their products and services easily and massively. I'm talking of household products and services, you know, Apple, LG, Jumia, Amazon, you know. This is what they used to sell very easily. You know what? If Apple wants to sell iPhone 11, before they sell iPhone 11, they'll first make noise about it, get the list of people. Do you know they even get list of people who are ordering pre-order lists? Tesla did it too for his vehicles, you know. This is new electric vehicle. Did they have a pre-order list? In fact, they made billions just from the pre-order. Now, what they do is just, they create this crowd first before they go on to sell any stuff. So, here's what you can do. One, build your audience using the Opti method. And build your own audience. Like, get your own crowd, create your own market. Know exactly what they want. Don't use what you want to judge what other people want. Sometimes you feel you're just one person, but the market is so many people. So what you think they want is quite different. I'm going to give you an example. We try to sell, you know, memory advancement, all these memory improvement trainings, memory improvement books to students in my university, Uniport. Then it failed because people don't buy what they need like that. They know what they need, but they won't easily buy it, right? But another person set up a fest, a kind of graduation fest. He organized it on his own with one of the hotels nearby, and they organized the show, invited people, you know, did some contest in between, and guess what? The fee was, I think, 3,000 naira for guys, and another 3K. Some of the tables were 5, 10K. And these students that complained they were broke to buy a book of 1K found it so easy to attend a show for 3,000 naira. You know what? Just sell people what they want. Forget about what you think they want. Know what they want first. It's going to sell better. Then create a starving crowd, right? Create a starving crowd of people. Always have customers that are just waiting for the next thing you will sell. And this only comes when you really know what they want and you commit to engaging them frequently. You know, you engage them and they just know that, no, this guy is just out for us. So they're just waiting for you to say, wow, this will be useful to you. I want you to buy it, and they'll buy. I'm telling you. So you can sell them whatever they want. So this is just a simple thing I used to sell. That's the new way. Of course, you build your audience first, know what they want, create a starving crowd. You know what? Not everybody that wants it will actually buy. So you have to separate the wannabes, those that are just, you know, shouting, and those that really want it. So you have to create that starving crowd of those that want it. You sell them what they want, right? What they want. That's my emphasis, right? So the process is just from your squeeze page to a prospect list to follow-up messages, then you sell at the back, right? So the game has changed, especially doing it online is quite easier, right? So this is a new profitable way, my guy. Put the horse first. Let the horse be in front. Let it drive. The horse is the market. Let it drive. You just enjoy the smooth to drive when you allow it to go that way, all right? You can't think you can push the market differently. No, this is how it works, right? So I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to do this. So pick a narrow niche, okay? The last video, of course, you saw how I talked so much about the niche. The niche is just important. Just get somewhere very narrow. If it's educational niche you choose, you narrow down to, like, let's say primary education, secondary education, or university education. Narrow down to one thing. Either you provide them services or one product that's going to be so narrow that you have a very specific set of people you're selling to. Then find the problem there. There's always a problem everywhere, and I always say is that selling problem products or problem services, problem solving services is quite easier than just selling regular product. Reason being, you're going to struggle with competition and pricing. But when you sell problem solution, someone just has a problem, he just needs to get out. So the competition doesn't come into play, pricing doesn't come into play. You are the king of that kingdom, right? So the next thing is that this is very important. I want you to pay attention to it. When you found the problem they have, create a high value content offer. I mean, the small free item that will educate them and make them know about the problem. Now the truth is that you just have to do this. You be like a doctor. You don't just go to people, hey, buy this. This is the best application you can have. This is the best product you can have. If you're into like business, any other business, or you sell a product, this is the best human hair you can have. This is the best diet. This is the best fruit drink, the best food supplement. Hey, that's crazy, right? Create something on that. I'm going to show you how it's been done. Create a high value content offer. High value content offer means create something that makes sense. Like they're inviting you for an event, they give you a flyer that contains everything that's going to be in that event. Like they want you to know what you're getting in before you get in, right? So that is creating the high value content offer. They also do it too. They allow you test. Sometimes when you want to buy a car, they allow you to test drive, or sometimes they do a virtual test, and so you see what it looks like. So that is exactly what you do. They advertise and build a list. Now what you're doing now, you're not just advertising to say, hey, buy my product, buy my product. No, it's crazy. You're buying to build a prospect list so that you have people who really want what you're trying to offer, right? So I don't know if you understand it now. I'm going to explain it very well for you now. Now, be like a doctor. Don't be in a hurry to sell. Because imagine you just go to the hospital and you're down with fever, and the doctor just saying, hey, he didn't even ask, he didn't even diagnose you. Just say, hey, come and take collagen, or this one is very good, very nice. They brought it last year. It's so cool. It's perfect. That's what a lot of us do when we are selling, and that's why a lot of people are running away from us. Show up like a doctor, diagnose, hey, how are you doing? How's your health? Is it your temperature? Is it this? They connect with you first. Then when they connect with you and they tell you this is your problem, this is a solution, you find it so easy to buy. So be like the doctor in whatever you're selling. Any business model you're into, be like the doctor. You just like the mechanic. If you deal in automobiles, it's a simple thing. Before you even call anything price, you look at the car. This is this. Make useful recommendations. Educate them. Our guys that sells shoes or clothes, boutiques. Our guys, our Igbo guys, sometimes in the boutique, they do this. Before you come there, they educate you. They tell you, look, this jean, yeah, it looks flashy, but look, it's not going to last. Okay, if you wash it more than 2 times, it's going to wash off. This other one may not look too fine, but I'm telling you, this thing can last for the next 2 days. As you're talking, they're bringing a shoe and telling you, see this shoe, let me tell you the bad part of the shoe. This shoe must not touch water, but apart from that, this shoe is very good. So they educate you, they inform you, so you're cool. They're not just telling you buy, no, you're cool. So when they do that, you can now make a good buying decision. In fact, the thing is that when you use that pattern, you can easily guide your prospect into buying what you want him to buy at that time. So that's the new way to do business online. So let me just tell you about squeeze pages. This is an example of what the squeeze pages looks like. Now, a squeeze page is just simple. I don't know if you've gone online, you've seen pages like this, where you're asking for something and they're telling you, okay, give us your name, phone number, and email, and we are going to give you the information you're looking for. They give you something really, really good. Like this guy now, these people that want to lose weight, and just telling you, I lost 40 pounds using this person. Are you ready to melt away your fat? So give me your name and email. So this is just an example. This person is not telling you, hey, buy my tea my slimming tea, or buy my handbook on exercises. No. If you just do it, someone will walk away, right? But with what you've done now, right? Anybody who fills this form has a weight problem, or has somebody that has a weight problem, and will particularly, with every probability, will be somebody who is going to buy this product if she has to sell. So this is the new way of doing it, right? You are going to get a squeeze page. You bring a topic that is very, very related to what you intend selling or what you intend doing ultimately. Like this guy is a real estate person. He's not just telling you, hey, we have properties here, we have this there. So what he's just telling you is that dozens of low investment property. You understand? Enter your name and tell us what you want and get the property listing. So now you've gained into ground. When you do this kind of marketing, you've gained into grounds. Even if you don't sell immediately, you've gotten contacts of people who want that kind of product you're selling. I know what, once you have someone's contact, you can reach him for life. Okay, so a lot of people who are not patient don't know this, but this is what works. And this is one thing about the buyer perspective, right? The buyer perspective is that just 3% of people buy immediately. Just 3% of people buy immediately. That means what it means is that the probability of someone just seeing your buy page and buying the same time, just like that, is just 3%. That means out of 100 times, just 3 are going to buy. So you didn't want that kind of risk, right? So what you want is to get at least 50% of prospects who come to you. So this is what next you do. Let me show you. B is 55%. 55% know what they want, right? But they want to be informed and educated first. It's normal. And those guys are kind of sophisticated. They know what they want, right? But they just want to be sure that they are making the right decision. So when you get their contact now, you keep following them up. You teach them, tell them about what they want. For an example, let's say you sell healthcare products, and let's say slimming tea for an example. After you've used this kind of squeeze page to get customers in, prospects in, so one day you can teach them about the pain of obesity, why the harmful part of obesity, why they must not be obese or too weighty, how it's going to affect their health. Another day you can tell them simple exercises they can do. Before you follow them up, they give you feedback, and you exactly know what they want from the feedback. Then in C, most times 25% are in doubt. They don't really know what they want, right? But if you can guide them, right, they will come up to buy. Some people don't just know what they want, they are just helpless. And most times 25% of the market is just helpless. So if you can help them, you also be able to convert them, right? So now you've known the importance of having your own starving, raving crowd, okay? So you should create your own crowd. So when you create your crowd, you educate them, entertain them, and inform them. They will buy easily. So get people around you. If you're doing a training service, before you get this thing, why not do a free training at least for like a day, or even 2 hours or 3 hours? Let people feel you. Then they will come in for it. It's better off. or not even if you don't do a free training physically, you can record this training as a video and send. Or you can also give a free ebook or a free thing. Just get it so that you get people who really want to, who are interested in what you're doing. And when you do that, you're increasing your chances of selling, right? Instead of you just going there, sell them, they just tell you no and they go. But now you know that even if they don't buy now, they've given you their contacts. You can easily market to them. One day or the other, they may need what you want to sell them, right? So the follow-up sequence normally is just you keep following them with this sequence. You welcome them first and make them feel warm. They've given you their contacts, so you have to welcome them and make them feel warm. Then you have to over-deliver. Let them look out for your messages every day. Let them look out for you telling them something cool. Understand? Then sell the solution when you know it's time, when you've known clearly what they want. Because sometimes I ask my list, hey, these are the problems, these are the problems, these are the problems. What would you want me to prefer for you? What solution would you like me to bring up that will be useful to you? And how much do you even think you will buy it? So I tell my list that way, and it gives me a lot of predictability in my business, right? So they will tell me this is where we are sucking. We don't have the ideas to write emails. So I know I'll come up with a program that shows them how to write emails or even do the emails for them. So this is how you get it. So even if in any business you're doing, to always make sure you have a list of people who are there. So what you just do is just to ruffle your list, tell them, hey, what do you want? This is what is happening now. What do you want? And they're going to look out to buy for you. So that's a new way of doing business, right? A really, really new way of doing business. So what are the things you can give out in exchange for this contact? A physical product, but it's not so advisable. For an example, if you sell shawarma, for an example, you want to make your shawarma go around, right? You can give free bites of shawarma. You can just cut one shawarma into 10 places and give people a bite to let them taste what it looks like. So they taste it what they look like, they write their names and numbers so you can easily follow them up. Tell them we'll have a new recipe for this. This is a new type of shawarma we've done. It makes more sense. You could give them an ebook. Like most people use an ebook, they'll use an ebook and they're going to also give you something in return. So it may also be a video course like I'm doing now. This is a video course, and it may be an online training. Maybe you may bring them down to your WhatsApp group, your Telegram group, your Facebook group, or your Skype group, So you talk to them and you really want to know what their problems are. So you can now know the best products to buy and give to them. Okay, so this is what people used to do before now. You just go and buy a product because you think it will sell, and you start opening up service outlets, open a boutique, open a shop or anything without really knowing what the people have as their problem. They furnish the place, then start begging for clients and customers, beg everywhere, beg all your uncles and all that. It's really frustrating. But now, the simple thing is this: get the market first. That's know where these people are, and online is very easy. There are blogs. Go to Nairaland, you will see various niches is separated. Or even if you use this my method, the squeeze page method, you give something related to this for free. Like for an example, this is a weight loss thing. If you give something that is on weight loss for free, the only people that will ask for this are people who have weight loss issues. So you just naturally know that anybody who has signed up for you is a potential buyer, right? So that is it. So this boils down to using funnels. You don't just sell at the first time, no. You allow your sales to be a process. Understand? You allow your sales to be a process. That way, you become a kind of demigod to your customers. They'll just feel you because they know that, no, this guy is not just after the money. This guy is always asking us what we want. He wants to know our problems first. He's discussing with us before he's actually trying to sell us. So, this is just the truth. So, if you go with this pattern, it's going to be very, very easy for you. So the action plan is quite easy. How do you do this now? So you need your online presence, because I know a lot of you just, when people ask for something, you just take them straight to your Instagram page or your Facebook page and all that. Yeah, it's all cool, but the truth is that there's a limit to what you can say or type on Facebook and Instagram, right? Of course, you know, you can't format this text, you can't add pictures in between, and you cannot really say what you want to say on these platforms, right? What I mean, you can't type a full thing, you can't color them the way you want, you can't show several things on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram like that. So you need web hosting and a domain. You need a web presence online, so you can tell them, okay, visit www.menshealth.com/ITO, you know, to get so product. And now when they talk of web product, I know some of you are like, I can't design a website. How can I do this? Well, it's as simple as ABC. Even if you don't know how to, you know, to code, or even if you don't know how to do anything on computer, so far as you know how to browse, so far as you know how to use Microsoft Word, you can copy and paste, then it's very easy for you to build your own pages online. And you set up your funnel, like I told you, there the step-by-step how you're going to get it done, right? Then integrate the autoresponder or form to collect the contact details. You need something, like I told you, throw something for free, get contact details, then reach them through the back. You understand? So the next thing is engage your list through follow-up messages. Now you don't just collect the contacts and stay there. Keep engaging them, entertain them, give them new trends that have happened, and let them follow with what is going on. In fact, let them see your own message as a message that really shows you are at an upper hand to everyone person out there. So this is just the action plan I want you to do. And is it really easy? Now let me give you an example of what I really mean. Okay, so when you're talking of your page, you can see this page now. This is a one-page site. This is what I used to bring you here. Anybody watching this came in through this. And this is the page. Even when schools and banks and offices will shut down because of COVID-19, remember the bills will go down. So you saw this, and anybody that clicks on this, will you let me show you 5 ways you can earn legitimately from home? Anybody that clicks on this is someone who really wants to work online, someone who is knowledgeable about the computer, has a business, and really wants to work online. So I'm assured that any message I'm passing here, I'm talking to the right people. So this is just the funnel, and you see once someone comes here on this page and he clicks on gets the product, so the next thing that comes up is this page comes up where you put your name and email, right? So let's say for an example, I put my name here, I put my email, and I go to give me access. So you see automatically I've gotten the access, and I've gotten the access to the free training. Remember this training. So this is just the simple way of getting it done. So the person gets your free gift and also gives you his contact in return. So this is just the new way of getting it done. So build your list, start building your list, start getting people in. It's very simple. You could use a simple web hosting, a funnel builder. Now when we say funnel builder is that you think all these websites are built with this one-page websites, you see them, you think they are built with too much things in place. No, they are not. So far as you know how to copy and paste, you can easily build all these websites. They are far easy to build. Let me just give you an example. So I'll show you just how easy these pages are to build, so that you know there is nothing techy. It's something you can easily do on your own. Now see, I use Insta Builder, right? And this is the funnel. Now I'll show you exactly how this works. Exactly how this works. So this is the COVID-19 training funnel, right? So see, I'll show you that this is really simple to do. So so I'll show you. It's really easy. So like I said, all you need is just get your web hosting and domain. This will cost you anything less than 10 to 12,000. 12,000, any within that range. It's as simple as that. Then the funnel builder now is about $97 US, but in case you need it, you can come to me. I can do something easy for you. Right. Then the form builder is also there. I can help you set it up and all of that. Our team can help you do that, right? So if you really need help in that aspect, you could just mail me or send a WhatsApp message. Now see, I'm just trying to edit it. You see that I just double click here and I'm inside here. Like you see, just like Microsoft Word. I just double click and when I'm done, I save. So I can change anything at the flip of the mouse and all that. So it's just very easy for you to do it. So I want you to do business the right way and stop struggling with business, because this is the new way to do business, guys. The new way to do business is you put the horse first. You put the horse first. Build your audience first through my opt-in list. Know what they want. Create a starving crowd, then sell them whatever they want. So let the market drive you, not you driving the market. So this is just a simple way. The pages are all simple for you to do. Alright, so if you have any issues, I'll just want you to hit me up on email. And if you want us to help you set up anything, our team is ready. We can discuss with you. Okay, we will make sure we help you, because the main essence of doing this is that we want you to get started and get started now. And if you can do this right now, you're going to see, a reasonable change in your business area. Alright, take care of you. See you.